For decades, you were told that if you just followed the standard advice, your eyes would naturally hold up as you aged, and that message came from sources you trusted. You were led to believe that vision loss was simply inevitable, and that the best you could do was manage it with glasses, supplements, or more effort doing the same daily habits you were already doing. The advice you hear over and over is simple and familiar. Walk every day, stay active, eat generally healthy, and accept that blurry vision, glare at night, and tired eyes are just part of getting older. But there is an uncomfortable gap in that advice, and it has been quietly ignored. Something critical about how aging eyes repair themselves has been left out, and it is not something you fix by moving more or pushing harder. In 2017, researchers at Tufts University found that adults over 60 with the highest intake of specific eye protective nutrients had up to a 40% lower risk of developing advanced age-related vision decline compared to those following standard lifestyle advice. That number does not mean a line on a chart. It means fewer missed steps at night, clearer faces across the room, safer driving at dusk, and less dependence on stronger prescriptions every year. Meanwhile, the system profits when vision steadily worsens. Eye procedures, injections, specialty lenses, and long-term treatments generate billions annually, while no one emphasizes the simplest nightly behaviors that protect retinal tissue before damage accelerates. Retinal surgeons and ophthalmology specialists already understand this. In clinical settings, they see which patients stabilize and which ones decline fastest, and it is not determined by how many miles they walk. One of the earliest problems that develops with age is macular pigment depletion, a condition where protective compounds in the retina thin out, leaving photoreceptor cells vulnerable to oxidative damage and inflammation that builds year after year. Walking fails here biologically because movement does not deliver the specific fat-soluble and carotenoid nutrients required for retinal repair, nor does it activate nighttime visual regeneration pathways. In 2019, the National Eye Institute confirmed that lifestyle activity alone did not significantly slow macular degeneration progression without targeted nutritional support. What matters most is what your eyes receive during sleep, when repair actually happens. And the first food is often ignored because it looks too simple to matter. If you are over 60, or if your vision has changed in the last few years, type your age or experience in the comments. Now, let's go through the 8 bedtime foods, starting with the most underestimated. Food number 8, blueberries. Blueberries are ignored because they are seen as just another fruit, not a medical-grade eye food, and they are rarely mentioned in clinical conversations about vision loss, which makes people underestimate their role in retinal protection. Most people assume something this common cannot influence aging vision, especially when they have been conditioned to believe only prescriptions, injections, or expensive supplements can make a real difference. Blueberries contain anthocyanins that cross the blood-retina barrier and support photoreceptor signaling, particularly the rods responsible for low light and night vision, while also reducing oxidative stress in retinal tissue. With age, retinal capillaries weaken and become less responsive, limiting oxygen and nutrient delivery during sleep, which accelerates night blindness and contrast loss. A 2020 University of Reading study showed improved dark adaptation and visual recovery speed in adults over 60 who consumed anthocyanin-rich berries regularly. Walking increases general circulation but cannot restore damaged retinal pigments or rebuild weakened capillary integrity inside the eye. Eat half a cup of whole blueberries 1 hour before bed, plain and unprocessed. Eat them slowly, without blending or heating to preserve the active compounds. Start 3 nights per week, then increase to nightly as digestion allows. Ophthalmologists frequently recommend anthocyanin-rich foods like blueberries to patients reporting poor night vision or early retinal stress. Food number 7. Whole eggs. Eggs are dismissed due to outdated cholesterol fears and the assumption that anything linked to heart health must automatically be harmful to aging eyes, which has caused many seniors to remove one of the most effective vision-supporting foods from their routine. Many doubt eggs have anything to do with eyesight because they associate vision health only with vitamins or pills, not with something as ordinary as a breakfast food. Egg yolks contain lutein and zeaxanthin, bound to natural fats, which allows these carotenoids to be absorbed efficiently and transported directly to the macula, where they filter blue light and protect photoreceptor cells. As people age, bile production and fat digestion decline, making many plant sources of lutein poorly absorbed, while eggs bypass this limitation. A 2018 Tufts University study showed increased macular pigment density and improved visual contrast sensitivity in older adults consuming whole eggs regularly. Walking cannot compensate for carotenoid deficiency or improve pigment accumulation inside the retina. Eat one softly cooked whole egg in the evening, preferably boiled or lightly poached. Chew slowly and avoid pairing with sugar or refined bread. Begin every other night and monitor digestion. Retina specialists and ophthalmic nutritionists recommend whole food lutein sources like eggs before escalating to supplements. Food number 6. Spinach. Spinach is often overlooked at night because most people associate it with lunch or dinner salads, not with bedtime routines. Many seniors doubt that eating greens in the evening could influence their eyesight while they sleep, assuming the timing makes no difference. What matters is that spinach supports nitric oxide production, which improves microcirculation in the retina at a time when oxygen delivery naturally drops with age. During sleep, older retinal cells are more prone to mild hypoxia, which accelerates visual fatigue and degeneration. A 2016 Harvard Medical School study linked higher intake of leafy greens to slower visual aging and better retinal resilience. Walking cannot correct this nighttime oxygen exchange problem because it does not target retinal blood flow during rest. A small portion of spinach, lightly sautéed with olive oil about 90 minutes before bed, eaten slowly and without rushing, is enough. Starting 2 or 3 nights per week is safe, and this approach aligns with ophthalmic nutrition guidelines used in clinical practice. Food number 5. Fatty fish. Fatty fish is often avoided in the evening simply because people assume it will disrupt sleep or feel too heavy, even though there is no evidence supporting that fear. Many seniors are skeptical that something like salmon or sardines could influence vision, especially after years of hearing that eyesight loss is purely mechanical or genetic. What makes fatty fish different is its DHA content, which is a literal building block of retinal cell membranes and is essential for sharp signal transmission from the eye to the brain. As people age, DHA levels in retinal tissue steadily decline, weakening visual processing and increasing glare sensitivity. A 2015 study from the University of Oxford showed that older adults with higher DHA intake had faster visual processing speed and better contrast recognition. Walking cannot rebuild cell membranes or restore lost DHA. A small portion of fatty fish about 2 hours before bed, eaten plainly and slowly, is sufficient. Many ophthalmic surgeons routinely recommend omega-3 intake for patients with retinal stress or declining visual clarity. If this has already given you a new way to protect your vision after 60, take a moment to like the video so more seniors can see this information before it's too late. Food number 4. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are commonly ignored because they look small and unimportant, and most people assume that only large food changes or supplements can affect vision. Many seniors doubt they could matter at all, especially after years of being told that eyesight problems are unavoidable. What makes pumpkin seeds valuable is their zinc content, which is essential for transporting vitamin A from the liver to the retina, where it is needed for night vision and light adaptation. With aging, zinc absorption declines, and this transport system becomes inefficient, leading to poorer vision in dim environments. A 2014 University of Melbourne study found that adequate zinc intake was associated with slower progression of age-related vision loss. Walking does not correct mineral transport or absorption issues. A small handful of pumpkin seeds in the evening, chewed slowly to aid digestion, is sufficient. Starting twice per week is safe, and this approach is frequently emphasized by clinical nutritionists working alongside eye specialists. If you know someone over 60 who's struggling with their vision or quietly worrying about losing independence, share this video with them now. It could help them protect their eyesight before small problems turn into permanent ones. Food number 3. Citrus fruit. Citrus fruit is often avoided in the evening because many older adults worry it will trigger reflux or disturb sleep, so it is removed from nighttime routines entirely. This leads to skepticism about whether something as simple as an orange or kiwi could possibly help aging eyes. What matters is vitamin C, which plays a direct role in maintaining the collagen structure of retinal blood vessels and the lens. As people age, these tiny capillaries become fragile and more prone to oxidative damage, contributing to cataract formation and reduced visual clarity. In 2017, researchers at Johns Hopkins University reported that higher vitamin C intake was associated with slower cataract progression in older adults. Walking does not strengthen collagen or repair capillary walls. Eating half an orange or a kiwi about an hour before bed, slowly and in small bites, is usually well tolerated. Starting once or twice per week allows the digestive system to adapt, and cataract surgeons frequently discuss antioxidant intake, like vitamin C, with patients seeking to preserve lens clarity. Food number 2. Fermented yogurt. Fermented yogurt is usually ignored because dairy is rarely connected to eye health, and many seniors believe vision problems have nothing to do with digestion. There is also skepticism about the gut having any influence on the eyes, even though absorption is a limiting factor with age. As the digestive system slows, many nutrients needed for retinal repair pass through without being fully absorbed. Fermented yogurt provides beneficial bacteria that improve the breakdown and uptake of carotenoids, omega-3 fats, and minerals that support the retina. In 2019, researchers at the University of California found that older adults consuming fermented dairy had significantly better carotenoid absorption compared to controls. Walking cannot fix poor absorption because it does not change gut microbiota or enzyme activity. A small bowl of plain fermented yogurt in the evening, eaten slowly and without distractions, is sufficient. Starting 3 nights per week is safe, and this approach is commonly used by integrative ophthalmologists who address digestion alongside declining vision. If you want clear, medically grounded guidance to stay independent and confident after 60, subscribe to Senior Health Support so you don't miss the next videos designed specifically for your stage of life. Food number 1. Sardines. Sardines are often dismissed because they seem too ordinary to matter, and many people doubt that timing could influence something as complex as vision and brain coordination. What makes them uniquely powerful is how their omega-3 fats support communication between the retina, optic nerve, and visual processing centers in the brain. With age, this signaling slows, increasing missteps, poor depth perception, and fall risk, especially in low light. A 2018 Framingham Heart study following adults for 9 years found that higher DHA levels were associated with significantly lower rates of cognitive decline and loss of functional independence. Walking does not restore neural timing or retinal brain integration. Eating a small portion of sardines in olive oil about 2 hours before bed aligns nutrient delivery with overnight neural repair cycles. Eat slowly, in controlled bites, and begin once weekly before increasing. This approach is commonly recommended by surgeons managing patients with vision-related balance and fall concerns. Walking still has a place for circulation and general health, but it does not repair retinal tissue while you sleep. These bedtime foods support independence, confidence, and safety without complexity or risk. They are simple, controlled, and aligned with how aging eyes actually heal. Over time, these small nightly choices can reduce reliance on stronger prescriptions and constant adjustments. Reflect on which of these you already use and share your experience, because protecting vision is not about doing more, chasing trends, or pushing harder, but about consistently doing what truly works for your eyes. Comment below with your age or the vision change you've noticed most recently, so others watching know they're not alone and we can keep this conversation helpful and real. If you found this helpful, the next step is making sure your body stays just as supported as your eyes. Vision, balance, and stiffness are closely connected after 60, especially at night when the body repairs itself. In the next video on this channel, I break down the exact Japanese bedtime movements seniors use to release stiffness fast, even if walking no longer helps. These gentle, controlled moves are designed to restore comfort, confidence, and smoother movement by morning, so you wake up feeling steadier, looser, and more in control of your independence.